open! Yes, come on, what a beat!
Gee, Buffalo, more like Kiva.
Holy! All three of them, let's go! 1, 2, 3, boom, chakalaka!
Oh, it's open! Yes, come on, what a beat!
Gee, Buffalo, more like Kiva.
Holy! All three of them, let's go! 1, 2, 3, boom, chakalaka!
buckle, more like Kiba.
Holy! All three of them, let's go!
Alright, there we go. Welcome. What's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's having a great day. You're just looking at a blank screen right now. Can't really see, just looking at us in the bloody game. And I've got Sporty with me. We're excited to play against some good teams. And yeah, Sporty, I mean, listen, you're here to yap. I'm here to yap. Yap away. You're excited. We actually found out we have a good opponent today.
Yeah, we do, which is pretty interesting. We know so often day one is kind of the snoozer day for teams like Incorrect, who can go through so easily, without too much issue. Their first round matchup against Friday Lunch Club. This Friday Lunch Club team actually looks like to be a ranked B team. So for Incorrect, well, they should still not have too many issues with this. This ranked B team actually had a tougher first round match than I think many people expected. So often with day one, it's kind of a mixed bag of who you're going to get. If you're going to get a higher ranked team or a lower ranked team, because so often these lower ranked teams are so tough to seed and are oftentimes seeded a bit pseudo randomly. And so Friday Lunch Club, they're a ranked B team. They're pretty high ranked compared to some of these lower seeded teams. And with them being that first round match against Incorrect, let's see how Incorrect does. They just need to kind of get warmed up. So this will be their time to do that.
Yeah, it's definitely something where they're going to have to... Oh, thank you very much for the subscription, by the way, chat. I appreciate that. I love it when people subscribe to the Watch Incorrect channel. Hopefully we're doing something right. But yeah, we should be getting ready to load in. The boys are just checking in. I know they've been doing gameplay, actually, for the YouTube channel, so they might be, stuck doing that, and I like that. Priorities. Content, competitive. That's how I feel. But... I think, we're going to have a fun matchup. This Friday Lunch Club definitely could take a game. And our team that we're going to be going up against afterwards, if we beat them, Zénith, listen, they got a DQ as well, so hopefully they're feeling pretty cold and we can just walk through that one. Oh, they got a Nico. Hopefully that's not the old coach of Flitz waiting for him, trying to get his revenge.
he made sure his team was the perfect rank so that he could go up against Incorrect. This tournament, that's how much he cares about playing against his former teammate here. But also Nico's is a pretty common name, so who knows? But no, I don't blame you on that. I like what I'm seeing here in round one. Should be actually some pretty interesting matches for Incorrects. But with this bracket being double elimination, means that for these teams, even if they lose to Incorrects, they'll be fine. They still have that lower bracket. They can still qualify to tomorrow. And we've seen some pretty epic lower bracket runs in the RLCS stage, so why not see more of that? But for Incorrect, obviously, they're just making sure that this day one is a quick one for them. But what's also going to be interesting about today is not just RLCS 2024 NA Qual 6 day one, it's also Ultimate Incorrect Cup day 2.
Yeah. We're going to be right after this. Do stick around. Stay here. Because we have just 2 series of a $600 tournament with some guys you're going to be seeing. I wouldn't want this team to run into on day 3. They're very good teams. Top 32 teams, you'd say. It's going to be
one of them was top 16.
Ooh, okay. Well, listen. This
BDW was top 16. They're in the finals, so.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. All right. Well, that's what we're going to be seeing. I can't wait to get to that afterwards. I did miss out on last night, but Sporty held it down. Did a good job. All right. The boys are logging in. I do think they were actually doing gameplay for content, which is very funny. Hopefully, they're going to be warm and we can get this done.
I mean, yeah, you hope it's one of the most fun ways to warm up. Yeah. Instead of doing the conventional stuff, which is like free play, playing maybe a little bit of ranked, maybe playing like a scrim. No. They're out here recording, so can't blame them for that at all, though. But they are still, as you said, warming up. They played as a team, and even though it is day one, still you gotta take every single day seriously, especially since it is the final qualifier of the season. This is the last chance for Incorrect for Incorrect. Specifically, this version of the roster to make top 16. In the last 2 events, they have been 1 match shy of making it to IncorrectTerror. So they want to hope that those demons that have kept them away, only 1 match away from qualifying, will not affect them here in the very last qualifier of the season.
All right, 1 second. I think we're having issues with my game now. For some reason, they're sending me invites, but I'm not getting them. All right, come on, lads. Let's get this fixed. All right, there we go.
Maybe they invited the wrong Incorrect. Yeah, Flitz is going with an interesting card choice. I'll give him that.
Hey, listen,
why
not? He's brave, and that's what we like about him.
He is brave, yeah.
All here. Come on. Is he actually going to rock the breakout? That is, listen.
Yes.
I think the boys are, they're going to be taking this one. They're taking this one in stride. And I respect it, We'll find out how well they can, get into this without much of a warm-up. Oh, Chap, thank you very much for another sub. You're awesome.
Chap's going insane as our overlay. It doesn't seem to be appearing. So we'll hopefully get that sorted out.
Oh, wait,
IncorrectTerror,
hey,
not bad, not good for day one here, my guy. You gotta fix yourself here for day
Can't
one.
blame me. All right, we turned it off because we're in the lobby.
Everybody blame IncorrectTerror. First match today, and he's already messed up. I can't believe this one here. All matches today are best of 3, by the way, for anyone who is wondering. So tomorrow's the best of 5s. These teams, especially teams like Incorrect, best of 3s do not favor them. So, getting those best of 3s, if for anything else, just eliminates the chances of upsets as Toasty. Good start there. Incorrect will be leading up by 1 here, Terror, and well, that's probably the best way you can do it.
Yeah, listen, so I'll say this about my broadcasting effect here. I'm seeing I'm getting a little bit flamed. I named the company Incorrect for a reason. It's a good cover-up for spelling mistakes, which there are many, and broadcasting mistakes, which there are too many. I think for once, and if you've stuck around for each of my watch parties for RLCS, I think I've got the audio down, guys. I think I've actually fixed audio for the first time.
He's gonna you're gonna caster curse it. You're going to caster curse it, man. You can't say that about the audio. You know it's going to be messed up at some point, and we're all gonna look back at this point and say he said so. So, don't curse it, man. We're just in match 1. Chill.
It's true. Listen, we're currently working on our Sunday hype trailer because I think we are really just gonna be playing upset if we do get to RLCS. We just want to ruin some people's days. That's our whole goal here for this next weekend, is to make it into RLCS and then try and just honestly show the world that we got messed up, screwed by bad seeding. But nice little 50 here from Toasty. Again, this isn't a team they can really take lightly. They have to at least focus a little bit more than they probably expected on a Friday. But again, Foots is in a breakout, so it kind of diminishes my point.
Yeah, I was gonna say that if he's playing a breakout now, admittedly the breakout, a car used by a lot of freestylers. So, well, Flix isn't really known as a freestyle. He does have the mechanics of one. So, already off to a good start here with Incorrect. And we haven't even gotten to see maybe the craziest parts of Flitz yet. So we've seen Toasty take up. We saw that dunk to start things off, and now a little redirect from Experts. So. At this point, for Incorrect, again, they're just making sure they get business done here. And, well, they're already off to a roaring start here. They just need to kind of keep this going. This is the kind of warm-up they've needed.
Yeah, and we did have a good showing, I think, earlier in this week. We played in the Frost $3,000 tournament. We took M80 to Game 5, a team that, we feel that we are in a very similar place to. Great save here from Toasty. And so, yeah, it's just going to be replicating that, getting through day 1 and 2, and I believe they shuffled around the bracket, so we're not going to be playing against Pipsqueaks day 2. But day 3, it's going to be tough. I think we start off with Snowmen, and then we're looking down the barrel. It really depends. If we could beat them, then we play Cloud9, and then if we don't, we're probably going to, I don't know, somehow Common Cores are going to be the guys we have to play.
They're playing in NA. They couldn't do it in EU. They got to move regions. Technically, for any team that hasn't made top 16 yet, though, there is a chance to make it. So even for teams like Incorrect, they have a couple points, so it's actually even easier for them. But they actually have a chance to go to. I know it's a little weird to say, but any team in this bracket has a chance to go to the major if they do well enough, and if certain teams do badly enough.
Yeah, honestly, that would be a miracle. But we're just out here. I think we kind of, I think we've kind of settled into it where we're just going to be trying to have as much fun as possible over this next week. And if we can play upset, it's going, we're going to. I think everyone on this team wants to show that they have been better than the outcomes of these tournaments. Because player by player, these, all 3 of them are, RLCS main stage players, and they want to be there.
Yeah, definitely. This is a team that, again, has from the very beginning when they got picked up, it was kind of calling that they wanted to make top 16. Again, as I mentioned, they've had issues winning that final match, that final round against those, that top 16 bubble. Here in IncorrectTerror. So, this team, they know they're within striking range. In last qualifier, they lost in the lower bracket to Moist after initially losing to Shopify. And then in the qualifier before that, here Incorrect lost to OG, and then they lost against Cheers. So again, this Incorrect team has what it takes. They've just been one match away, and it's been the kind of the story of the season for this Incorrect side, and the story specifically, it's always been one match away. Even I think, I think even in back in the first split, I think it was the same thing for 2 of the 3 qualifiers. The only one that you didn't have to worry about that final round was the one you actually won that. So, what a double tap, expert.
Wow, okay.
At this point, I think this is a bit of gloating here, Terror.
I don't know. I think it's still winnable here from the Friday Lunch Club, and we don't skip replays out here, so they have to just watch and be like, you know what? There's a chance. 1:30. They need 6 goals. What is that? A goal every... I can't do much math. Every 15 seconds or so?
A little more than 15 seconds, more like, but yeah, around that amount. That sounds about correct.
I think it is right, actually.
Yeah, you're correct, man. That is good. Good work on your math. Here, I having to take my math class. I've passed my math class a month ago, so I don't have to worry about that as expert. Well, he tried again. He tried another one there. Decided that last double tap wasn't good enough for himself, and well, so far though they have not given up any goals as well, which is a pretty good sign for Incorrect that they are taking this match quite seriously. They're not giving up anything as their opponents, and maybe they can make it 7 on my stream at least. It's considered a blowout when a team is leading by 7 or more goals. So, Incorrect, if they want to be on what would be my history list of one of the very few teams that have actually won a game in a blowout, they just need 1 more goal here.
We've had it happen before in day 1, and I think actually the regional that we went to, or the Swiss round that we went to, we beat a team. We went to day 3 without giving up a goal, and that was pretty nice. So day 2 as well, we did not give up a single goal. So hopefully we can repeat that experience, and we're not going to be able to do it. I jinxed it. Oh my! As soon as I said it, Foxy. Come on.
Oh no, Foxy. He heard you there, Terror. He heard you. Good one, man.
I'm getting heckled here from Waff in the chat.
As you should be, man. I told you it was going to come back to bite you, and you didn't listen, did you?
I didn't listen. Maybe we can get a Brazil. Maybe that's what the boys want here. Oh, okay. Oh, wait a second. Wait, as I say, okay, this is what we good. We'll rock with that. Maybe we continue this trend and get Brazils all the way to the Swiss round and past that. Then
I'd be very impressed.
Continue.
I'd be very impressed.
Listen, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Come on.
The day I see Incorrect beating Carmine Core 7-1 at Worlds will be the day I die. That would be I don't that. Hey, you know what? If Incorrect is able to do it, I will be proven wrong here, and honestly, be the best day I think for anybody in the scene to see that happen.
If we magically made it to the major, and I'm just like, this is just spitballing. If we won the major, we still probably wouldn't have enough points for Worlds, right?
You would. I think you would. Oh, and actually, no, you might. You might not. That is right. You may still not have enough. I think you would, though. Because if you win Worlds, you surely have more points than teams that have made it to it twice that haven't.
I don't know.
Is my thought in that.
I think the system, a little silly. I wish we had a 3rd split.
Well, I can understand why they didn't want it, though. It's pretty exhausting to have 3 splits. And hopefully,
crazy,
I will say,
hopefully, now, because it's Worlds is at the same point of the year. Like they didn't move Worlds at all. They just got rid of the split over the summer.
Yeah, I will say hopefully that creates more off-season tournaments, which is kind of my hope for that. Is that they have if there's off-season tournaments, that would be super fun. As I'm taking a look at the NA rankings for you, here, it would be 32 points is a major win. Yeah, you're right. There's a good chance that they wouldn't actually make Worlds, even if they were to win the major.
It's just crazy.
Well, I mean, it is a season that rewards consistency.
Yeah, true. I mean, in some ways, because I think that they don't reward it enough, in my opinion, because they don't give the guys enough chance. Like, you have to be 100% consistent. There's no, you can't be moderately consistent. You have to be...
Oh yeah, no, this season's grueling. Even with it being 1 split less, that just makes every match matter more, which is both super fun for fan and super not fun for some of these players, because consistency is the biggest issue in Rocket League. It's the biggest issue at this level. How consistent are you? That defines where teams are going to place. You see teams like Carmine Core not be consistent and struggle to make it very far in their brackets. You see teams like BDS and Vitality who are consistent, like G2, like Gen G who are consistent. They're the teams at the top for a reason. So hey, they've got again. It's a season that rewards consistency, but yeah, you're right. It is grueling to be at the top because it is so tough to be there. Rocket League is such a quick moving esport.
Well, it's also with the seeding and the way that regionals work. There we go, Blitz. But the way that it works, it feels like if you don't win the first qualifier, or you're not in the top 16 or whatever it is, you have to do well immediately and then stay there. Otherwise, seeding will ruin you. Like, we didn't lose we lost the first one, then the second one you have to play, immediately you have to play one of the best teams. And also, Worlds, I see one of the questions in the chat, Worlds is in August?
September. It's August, September. I think it's late August.
I think it's September around like 10th to 16th. I'm gonna say.
Yeah, Worlds is like it's late. It's the same time as like last season basically. So they haven't changed that too much. It's just we have a longer more like of an off season throughout the summer as well as throughout the fall. Mostly throughout the fall though. So
now the guys have the World Cup, the Esports World Cup prize pool got cut. Jeez Louise.
Oh yeah, but it's still a big tournament. So
yeah, honestly, well, either way, everyone's gonna try and qualify. So it doesn't really
I wouldn't blame them. One of the biggest tournaments of the year. It's always one of the biggest.
Yeah, we just need more. We need something big. Hopefully they even like double down with the draw. The draw. Was
I have a feeling draw will come back. Don't worry. I was casting that as well. Amazing experience. Got to love it. I got to meet like Whoopshu during that as well. I got to meet Ground Zero during that. It was a great event, so I have a feeling we'll be seeing more of it though because people really liked that tournament, and it was like the most hyped tournament in the last off season. I have a feeling we're going to be seeing it return.
Yeah. I like that.
Except for obviously
really
gamers. Well. Bandits was also pretty solid as well.
Fernav did such a good job running. Like it just felt like a proper tournament. It didn't feel like.
Which is crazy because I think before that Bandits hadn't ran a tournament for like at least a year or so.
Yeah.
That like they had to really shake off the rust to come back and. Well, they still have it, obviously. So, it's gonna be a good off season. That's the nice thing. I do like this more open format because it gives more off season tournaments, which Rocket League definitely needs to rely on. And so I actually like that it's 2-split in that sense, in that we have off season tournaments. And generally speaking, those tournaments allow us to break the monotony of 3v3, 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 and you get to see a little bit more fun. I mean, we just saw Luminosity do their max boost. What was it?
Oh yeah, the unlimited boost.
Unlimited boost tournament. That was cool. Like people like that kind of stuff, and I hope we see more of it with the whole off season.
I just want more competitive Rocket League. Great shot here from Foxy, and they've tied it up by the way. So
it's Foxy again. He is hurting us here. Come on, Foxy. It's the second time he scored here against Incorrect. I think we found the kryptonite here of Incorrect. It's Foxy.
Yeah, I had to check and see if this is the Foxy that I knew from OCE, but it was not. This is just a rank B player, very good. Either way, as you can see from that kind of shot. But, Remark, I see that you're playing Boulevard. Just good luck. That's all I can say. Boulevard's they're a good squad. I feel like they're in a similar place. I'd say our guys probably have the individual skill, but Boulevard, they're right on that cusp.
They're another team that is, right outside the top 16. I would consider them a lot like Incorrect in the sense of where they're standing, based on their past result.
I feel like we waited forever for this season of RLCS to start, and now it's almost over.
It's quick. It's 6 events.
Yeah, literally every NA team, except 4, are going to be done after this week, next week, which is insane. There we go, folks. Getting one more. That's the issue, is that it's just over.
Well, all good things have to end at some point. All good things have to end at some point, so...
I'm wondering what we're going to see from orgs, the bigger orgs, once the season's over.
We'll definitely see Rashomania. Definitely some Rashomania. You'll always love Rashomania, but I have a feeling a good amount of orgs will stick around. But I have a feeling, really what's going to matter next season is kind of if teams get, like, how seeding is worked for teams next season. If teams get auto-seeded or not. This season, obviously, felt like a kind of a reset. It's a reset season. So... for Blast, at least, it's their first time running. They kind of got rushed into this kind of late. So, again, credit where credit's due. For being a tournament organizer that came in far too late for this one, they actually have done very well. All things considered.
Yeah,
like,
I just think if we
they had a fraction of time most TOs have for tournaments.
I think if we had one more split, or even another qualifier per split, I think it would be perfect. There we go. Nice shot from the expert. Like if we had just real quick over this summer. Another split and then going into Worlds. No other major. Just go into Worlds. That's it. it would be awesome. Even just wild card or anything, so teams have a chance.
I will
to
say this:
play.
I'd like to bring wildcard back. I don't want to bring more qualifiers, but I would like to bring the wildcard back. That was super fun. I love the
Or
wildcard,
just
and
like,
also
even like a
why not-
play-in tournament.
why not have more teams at LAN? Is kind
Yeah.
of the fun thing. Why not? I know so many people want to see 24 team LANs. Honestly, if we're gonna have a 24 team LANs and 24 team worlds, that would like be super fun. As there's another one there. And they're not gonna. They don't want it. Expert wants to go for something a little bit different.
Oh my goodness! There we
Oh,
go.
he's got it. I
Toasty's
couldn't
there.
put it in.
Pops it high. Flitz is there. Oh, okay. All right, Friday.
It couldn't happen.
You
Couldn't
get
happen.
outta
Friday
here.
looks club. Yeah, they're sent to lowers. So, Incorrect will take it. As I just noticed, you've got the smallest text ever.
Yeah, I do that because when I do
Small HUD.
this, you can see the game. That's a
Small HUD. He's thinking.
Small HUD. Oh, what did it? All right, let me switch over to the lobby, but they'll still be able to hear us. It's just gonna be.
That's what you call it. I see. Yeah, the next match is gonna be against Zénith. So, Zénith, let's see, it's Miro, Zed, Nico, Lord, Nick. So we'll see. But that's 1 round done. We're only 1 match away from.
Yeah, we're probably
going
gonna
to
be.
thing
I
two.
mean, we're gonna be loading into this pretty quick. As long as we all check in, check out, we can probably stay on.
Well,
mic.
they just need to make sure. They just need to confirm results, and then we're good for next round.
Yeah, let me go ahead and change Zenith's name. Not even the Friday Lunch Club to Zenith.
Yeah, make sure. By the way, the E has an accent on it. If you can somehow add an accent to it,
Oh my goodness.
it has a forward-facing accent. That's why it's
No,
Zenith.
This is gonna be tough. I don't know.
Search up E with forward accent. I think you'll find it. Might be able to copy it. I think you use borrowed, right?
Huh?
Do you use borrowed or?
No, we had made our own.
Oh, all right then. Hopefully it will accept characters like that.
We shall find out.
Yeah, why not?
How does Google incorporate AI? What is this?
Google has AI everywhere.
Oh wait, I could have just copied and pasted it. I'm a silly goose.
Yeah, you could have just copied the team name. Oh well.
Do they have a picture? It's fine.
I don't think they do.
They do.
They do?
I love these teams for on Start to G. Yeah, they do.
Ayo, they do. That's gonna be fun.
Oh, it's open! Yes, come on, what a beat!
G Buffalo, more like Kiba.
This is what it says. Once you get
Go get him. Go get him, Flitz. Go get him.
just get bullied away.
Happens.
But no, I mean, I'm excited to see. Listen, if they just recorded the gameplay I think they're doing, it should be out next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you haven't seen it, we just put out a video on YouTube. It's of the boys playing Lethal Company. You get to see Betrayal. You get to see the boys laughing and having a good time. But best of all, you get to see, just Flitz and Toasty just going at it. And in this next one, you're going to see a lot of rocket. A lot of people making fun of each other for past teams, is what I'll say. That's great.
Ayo. Yeah, no, yeah. Well, that's the fun. Yeah, that's the thing. These players are definitely storied players here. So I wouldn't blame them there. Yeah, our overlay does look good. I'm happy with that. The overlay does look really nice. So it does take characters like that. Good job. Good job.
I love the little
Everybody,
background up there.
everybody clap and chat for the overlay.
Yeah, well, listen. The guy that made it is going to have to do an update for next season, because that's what we want to... Every season we want to do an update of our visuals other than our logo. I think that is just too clean to change. There we go.
Yeah.
Clap, thank you.
Yeah, we got some claps in chat. Yeah, we do. Everybody's clapping.
Hopefully
Let's
Sunday
go.
isn't our last time doing RLCS. Oh my... You think about that. There are so many orgs that are just so... we've been having fun. You got orgs just... you got Spate. They just picked up YWS. And now it's,
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And well, they do have their own tournaments, so I have a feeling that team's gonna be competing in that. They'll probably compete in that, so they'll have something to do with that tournament. I can't wait for it. Though with some of these upsides and events, there's some super fun events that I'm looking forward to. I know I'm gonna toot my own horn. I have a tournament coming up that's uncapped for Rocket League Splash Series next weekend. So not this weekend, not during RLCS, but next weekend, the 25th to 26th. $100 prize pool. So if you're out there, you want to compete for it, and again, for what would be also a future potential $500 in prizing, you can compete in the Rocket League Spy Series called the Season 6 Proving Grounds. And again, if you do well enough in that, you get invited to what's called the Rocket League Spy Series Cyclone Cup. It's a league. You win that, again, it's a $500 prize pool. So there's a lot that you could win there. Just for comparison, last season we had Nightja, and what was Lotus 8, then became Pirates in a Bot, win. He won with Pigeon and Tooley. So, sorry, Lev, Pigeon, and Tooley. So, and they're back this season. So it will be, so like if you want comparison, if you guys want to go beat Nightja, go join the Proving Grounds. You can beat him there.
Yeah, an official RLCS play announcement.
Yeah, top 16 too. So if you want to beat top 16 at Nightja, I can't take it seriously whenever I say top 16 before someone's name. It sounds so patronizing. By the way, Nightja's solid though. I got to see him yesterday. No, I got to see his team in Cold yesterday. Got to watch their bracket run. Super solid team. So watch out for them. As right now we do have Zénith in the lobby. So again, it is Miro, Lordnik, and Zed here on Zénith. So again, it's another best of 3. Winner of this will go to upper bracket for day 2, and for Incorrect, it should be the end of their day with this series here. They just need to make sure that they stay consistent, and as we saw already, this team's looking pretty confident. They're not really using all that much of their strength. They're just making sure that they get the day done, and they have fun doing it, I think.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, that's what it's going to be about. It's just having fun, feeling confident going into not even day 2, but day 3. You want to be slowly building it up and up. And you've seen it with our runs on day 3 that the guys look so much better after they get a couple. Honestly, after they play G-Buffer, because we've had to play G-Buffer, it feels like every single regional. They're normally out game right before the qualifier. Yeah.
Yeah. Was G-Buffalo usually your day 2 opponent, or?
No, day 3, the second last round, we played them 3 times.
Ooh, boy, that's rough. But yeah, G-Buffalo's solid.
Yeah, they're normally a team that the guys look good against. So, and you know.
Well, to be fair, when you do play them that many times, you generally start to kind of get to know them and adapt to their play styles. So, it is what happens when you do meet teams a lot. It's kind of fun how many teams actually see each other so often. I mean, remember back in the day, G2 and G always faced each other. That was the rivalry that always happened. And nowadays, there's still some, like Gentlemates versus BDS happens a lot. Well, it used to be Carmine Core and Vitality would play each other a lot, but obviously, not so much anymore. So, but even so, again, there are some of those matchups. Even last season, I think Detonate, which back when they were in Asia, had an opponent they always went to Game 7 against. I forgot which one specifically, but they had an opponent they played like 13 times that season, and like always went to Game 7 against them. So, there are some opponents that these teams just know well. That's a good pass, and yeah, that's a great pass. Yeah, there we go. Well, they just need to take their time. You know what? They heard you curse them last series, and we're waiting for you. And once you started not talking about that, that's when they start scoring. I'm just blaming IncorrectTerror.
That's a good way to go. That's part of the reason it's in the name. But no, again, another reminder, we are going to be doing the final 2 series of the Ultimate Incorrect Cup after this $600 tournament. We're doing the lower finals and the upper finals, so it'll be nice and quick, but it will be a very
lower finals,
fun
upper finals, excuse me. Lower finals and grand finals.
Oh, grand finals.
What kind of? We already did upper finals. That was yesterday. That was yesterday on the stream. I know you weren't there for it, but surely you kind of thought what you were saying there, and you're like, wait a second, how can you do upper finals after lower finals?
That's what it is. Listen, that's how. Listen, my brain has been absolutely pooped. I'm moving at the same time as we're doing this final weekend. There we go, Flitz, able to get one more.
Bang, bang.
And I'll say this: you're about to see a highlight tape of Flitz going into this last one. He's been the only, the consistent player on Incorrect since we launched. You're going to see the highlight tape as we do go into Sunday. Hopefully, I'm not going to jinx that. We get there first through uppers. And, yeah, it's going to be an experience. Oh, come on, Zed. Getting a sneaky game. Again, they're not playing bad. They're also, this other team, Zénith, they're attempting some good mechanical plays. They're not goofing around.
I want to say both these teams are probably ranked B teams, just from my guesses. And, well, yeah, Zénith's playing pretty well, although, again, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that Incorrect isn't really doing all that much. Like, you can tell, this team's just kind of taking it pretty chill today, as so many teams do. So, no surprise here, I think, from Incorrect. They're kind of just relaxing into it, although they do want to play a bit carefully because, losing even a single game to these teams, probably not a good sign. So, I'm sure that, at least now that they're only up by 1, they're probably going to focus a little bit more, get that goal, and probably relax back again. That seems to be how the trend kind of goes for these teams.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, here we go. Pops out to mid. Oh, we get it around. Expert is full boost. He's going to dive off the sidewall. And he just... Again, when I keep bringing up RLCS, I just want to see more of this team because, it feels... it sucks that we're not going to be able to see more RLCS attempts. That's my whole thing with qualifiers. Is that just in, or is Expert going to have to double? No, it does go wide. Yeah, we're kind of just hanging out today. Day one, everyone knows how it is. It's a little bit casual. One team that I am interested that isn't incorrect is actually the Little Step Bros, because they went from... Alpha Kept went from having a fun content team to now he has to sweat.
He could make top 16.
He
could make top 16.
Well, yeah, but he has to sweat now. It used to be they could just have fun, and now he's like...
Yeah, isn't it him, Squishy Gopher?
Yeah.
Isn't it him, Squishy Gopher? Yeah, he's the only one there that wasn't a pro this season. So...
Yeah, it's crazy.
Even so, that is like a team that actually could make top 16, like, realistically, which is kind of funny to think that we might see Alpha Cap in top 16, and he might be like he might become one of the oldest players to make top 16 in any region.
Be the
so.
team that we play and qualify? That would be... I'll take that.
Little Step Bro, I take it. Great content, man. I would love to play against them.
Oh!
Not only is it a... Ooh, nice foe. My goodness. Toasty. You said about the... you needed the Flitz highlight reel. What about the Toasty highlight reel? Because he said some really nice shots tonight. That was
Qualifier 4. I did each one gets an almost.
Oh, so this has to be Flitz's now?
Yeah.
This has to be the Flitz highlight reel? Oh, I see.
I see. So it's probably going to be the whole team, honestly. But yeah. There we go.
There's a...
Beautiful play.
Well, maybe again. I don't think Toasty wants that. I don't think he wants that. I think Toasty wants to steal this away from Flitz. Here and why not? He can. Toasty has been on some incredible rosters in the past. What was it? I remember him from Oxygen, right? He was on Oxygen for a time. So again, he's been on top tier rosters. He's still on top tier rosters, and again, he has always been able to hang with the best. And kind of nice to also see Flitz got in here. You feel like Flitz has been one of those players that's kind of flown under the radar, for such a long time. And you feel like now kind of this season, could become one of his breakout seasons, especially if they do make it to the main event. If they do make it to top 16, you could think this could be like Flitz's breakout season, on this roster. I feel like so many people slept on Flitz.
Yeah, it's going to be like growing, all these players are just going to be growing during the off-season. It's going to be a very long off-season, so there's going to be a lot of off-season. Yeah. Putting in the work, making sure with those off-season tournaments, if they do show up, you're there having a good time. But also for Flitz, I think he's a content man. And Incorrect's going to be making a lot of content. But there we go, nice quick dub as we go into game number 2. Yeah. Yep.
Just this could be the end of the series.
Hopefully.
Yeah, and also it would be the end of the day for Incorrect. Again, day one's always short. Again, after day 1 though, it's all best of 5, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
It's everything.
I love that they updated that.
Almost,
I almost wish.
I love that too. Yeah, I would have liked today to be best of 5s, but to be fair, let's be real honest. If the top 16 teams will not have issues on day 1, that's probably why. Well,
I think it should be that those top 32 teams, the 2 first rows should just show up for day 2. I think Fridays is This just feels like.
It does feel a little mean.
It feels a little meaningless. That's it. There we go. Expert.
It feels not meaningless, but mean.
Yeah, it does. That's what it is.
I feel
these guys are having fun, and then they have to go against the top 16 team.
It is. It's rough here for. But again, I mean, I don't blame them for making this change. It's one where every team has the same starting point, so it's fair. Albeit again rough for some of these teams, as Incorrect's already got 2 goals. So. Yeah. Incorrect's already got 2. They're looking to really put the series to bed. They do not want to be here any longer. And this is a common sign I've seen from teams. I remember in the first split, I got to see what was Cloverity, which was, Ajax and company. Ajax J-Pow, as well, together on a team. Yeah. And even on day 1, it was the same kind of thing I saw. First series usually was a bit slow. And then the second series, they'd kind of, by the end of the series, they kind of went crazy just because they did not want to be there anymore. So I think we're getting the same thing from Incorrect. They just don't want to be anymore. It's the second game of the series. They just want to end the day, and so you can tell they're trying to pick up the pace a little bit, get a few more goals.
Also, Friday night, they're college students or high school students. They got, you want to relax. You want to talk to your real buddies. You don't want to have to do this for hours and hours. Oh, great little save. Oh my goodness, what a save from Lord Nick there. Oh, the Toasty says it's not good enough. Get out of here.
There's a whiff. Yeah,
Yeah.
bit of a whiff there from Lord Nick. A good first effort, and then said, "Oh, it's an unfortunate touch." But Nick there, he overshot that one by just a little bit, just a little bit, and Toasty will take it there. So another one for incorrect. 3 goals in the first minutes, and you know, this again, this is them picking things up. Game 1, they took things slow. Game 2, now they recognize, wait a second, our night could just could end right here. Let's just do it. And now they're scoring as many times as they want as Toasty flip reset. Oh, you actually whiffed on that one. You whiffed on that a little bit there. Incorrect, though. Not too much of a worry, though. They still have offense, and they've had offense from the first few seconds. So, again, poor Zénith. Good roster, but yeah, you can tell they're getting outmatched by a team that, you know, is far better right now. What a save! Another one from Lord Nick. This guy is deciding to make some incredible stops out of nowhere, and credit to him. He has had very tough shots to put against him, and he's actually stood up quite well.
Yeah, it's been listen, they're fighting hard. What's funny is the last 2 qualifiers we've had forfeits on day 1, both times. Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness! Oh my! Where even was
that? He was hanging up there like Spider-Man. What was he doing?
We didn't see him, folks. I can't believe he just. Oh my goodness! Expert! Oh my! That's a jump scare in Rocket League. That is a Rocket League jump scare. What a shot! My goodness!
2 different ways. That was wild.
Yeah. Don't worry, you'll be seeing that at the end of this event. That is.
Yeah.
That is something else. And oh, wait a second. Expert wants another one. Oh, he couldn't get it. Stopped there by Zénith. That is an incredible shot. I'm in awe. I mean, neither of us saw him going for that. So that game was a real surprise.
In my Champ 2's games, though, you know, when someone fake kickoffs and then all of a sudden someone's up on the roof just waiting. But yeah, that was a great play. Expert able to pull it off. Expert has honestly been getting better and better each regional. He's probably looked the most consistent out of the trio. Just you know, always in the right spot. And funnily enough, he's probably the smallest name out of the trio as well. Oh, there we go. We wanted one more. We get one more. Beautiful play. Toasty was trying to do his best Expert impersonation.
Yeah, he did pretty well on it. I'll give him that. It wasn't nearly as nice. Not as much power, but hey, still good enough though. That's the thing. Yeah. Even though he couldn't do it as well as Expert did, I don't think he's minding. That's another shot. So why not? He's just copying the leader here in Expert, and it's 5-0. Incorrect. As I said, heating up this game. They're just making sure this game ends. And well, ironically, with how many goals they're scoring, they're just prolonging this game even more. But I mean, they don't mind. They're just gonna shut down Zénith, and maybe we'll see them, you know, will be one of the few teams that might, you know, win by 7 or more goals here. And again, which doesn't happen often, although that's not a good sign there. Little team bump, but no, don't worry. They're just pulling Zénith out of position. That's what they're doing here.
Yeah, we're just messing with
team bump, team bump, making sure that Zénith then pushes up. They think they have a chance, and that's when you put the goal against them. I think they just don't care.
In the corners too. No, they're just having fun, honestly. And somehow they're still able to control boost, control the ball as well. Nice little pop here for Toasty, but we can't get to it. Side wall, but no one's there. Again, good attempt. Is it in? They get one. Miro able to get one back. Listen, we respect the teams we play in the first day. Ugh. But
it's good for Miro.
Listen, sometimes.
Hey, I didn't. Jeez. Holy, all right then. I'm not nearly that mean to these teams, my goodness. But no, I will still give it. I will say that means that every single game tonight has not been in a shutout. There's been 0 shutouts for Incorrect. You cursed it as well.
So when I said we only
get
shutouts,
you only get shutouts, and now every game has been a non-shutout. So we will get a 6. So Toasty's gonna have his hat trick. But yeah, again, everybody blame Terror. Terror did say it. So, but no, it has made tonight pretty interesting to get to see all these matchups though. But yeah, Incorrect, making sure this game is going to end, making sure this is the end of the best of 3, that they'll move on to tomorrow. And again, tomorrow's the best of 5s, and for Incorrect, at least tomorrow's going to be a little bit tougher. They should not have any major issues tomorrow, but you know, even then, they're still tough matchups. So
yeah,
definitely tougher teams. I'm surprised they didn't score that. Yeah. I'm surprised Zed missed that. He had a great chance there. Miro set him up perfectly. I'm surprised Zénith didn't get that. That should have been goal 2 for them. That was a beautiful pass. But Oh, they're trying again, another one. That one is stopped, though. Good job, Flitz. And, oh, there's time ticking down here, Incorrect, though. Even with these gens from Zénith, Incorrect's still holding it down. Again, they're just making sure this series ends. They'll send Zénith to lower bracket. They'll stay in uppers going to day 2. And at least the start of the run in here in Qualifier 6 is going to go as expected.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we want the whole thing to go as expected until we get to day 3. Toasty, nice pop. Can't do much with it, though. And again, it's, you know, it's just day 1. That's honestly all you can say about it. But if you do want to watch more high-level Rocket League, probably a much more competitive game as well, we're going to have 2 series back-to-back on this stream. We're going to go down for 1 second, then relaunch the stream in probably, at most, I'd say half an hour. Yeah, check back in around then, just because we have to make sure the other teams are ready. But, GG's. Hope everyone had a great time watching the main team. They're probably looking forward to what's next. And, yeah, I mean, Sporty, take us to the next thing. Tell us what
Yeah, I say so.
Sell
Well,
it a little bit.
yeah, well, that next event, again, that's later tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern, so about an hour from now. We'll have our leaders final of our Ultimate Incorrect Cup, Incorrect Esports, Ultimate Rocket League, and ATS. Losers finals, best of 5, grand final, best of 7 with a game advantage. We've got a top 16 roster waiting in the grand finals, and we've got some top 16 bubble teams waiting in that lower finals. So it's 2 matches, a $600 prize pool. Again, those matches are going to come very soon, but to kind of recap this, day 1 as expected for Incorrect, good on the players there. They go to day 2, and, well, I don't know, is the bracket, I guess the bracket really isn't made for day 2, is it?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of know who we're going to be playing. I can
Well,
just quickly...
should we talk about what we're going to be seeing?
Yeah, let me
day
jump
2?
on over there and have a gander real quick. Here we are. We are in Pool B2. It looks like we are going to be playing, if we load. There we go. Okay, show me the game we just played. Here we go. So, yeah, it still looks like the same thing. Looks like we're going to play Artifice and then the Pulse Clan Pink, which is the female, or the WCB Pulse team, which will be a bit of fun. But both those teams we are expecting to win. Our group actually does have some good matchups, though. You've got, I believe it's Spate versus Triple Threat, day 2.
That's not bad. Triple Threat's going to have a tough time, but I see Spate taking that one, quite honestly. Triple Threat's not
Midnight
bad.
versus Temper is going
Midnight versus Temper will be pretty close, though. That could be interesting. But Midnight should win that, too. But yeah, there's some scary matches for day 2. Again, for us, though, I think the most interesting match for us will be that match against Artifice. Artifice is a pretty solid team, so it's going to be a huge warm-up match. I think whoever we play afterwards is honestly weaker than Artifice. So I see Artifice being our major challenge.
We're like Kiba.
But
Yeah.
again, that's just all. I also have seen Artifice play. I've also seen Pulse Pink, to be honest, but I haven't seen them recently. I don't know if they like what they've been doing recently, but I know that the team's not bad by them. So, but yeah, it's still double elimination. Has Incorrect ever lost in day 2?
No, we don't. We've only ever lost it.
Well, we'll keep it that way. Going tomorrow.
Our hardest matchup was Spoons. Actually,
Oh,
we
that'll
played
be-
Midnight as well. That was
Oh, yeah, those are some pretty tough day 2 matches. But yeah, it's yeah. But again, we got Artifice and most likely Pulse Pink. But who is Pulse Pink supposed to play against round 1?
let me have a gander. They are playing against Fortnite Passion Fruits 2.0, so that's a pretty tough matchup for them. Oh,
We
wait,
might see.
I think
Go ahead.
Pulse lost to
Oh.
Stride Esports.
Oh, it'll be Stride versus Fortnite Passion Fruit.
Yeah, which is, Milio, Migs, Rocky Ears, and that's not a bad team.
That's a pretty solid team. That actually could be a team that could definitely compete with Incorrect.
Yeah, definitely.
That's another team that's like keeping up to.
Milio.
That's another really high level roster. Definitely like closing in around 2K. So, yeah, it'll be a good roster. There, we could be playing against them. That's actually a very solid. We might actually have some pretty interesting day 2 matches on this stream, which
Hopefully.
I'm all for. Incorrect. I'm all for that. But I don't think we need to keep streaming here for all of you. Thank you all in chat though for joining in for day 1. I'm sorry it's a bit scuffed. Well, I guess Incorrect could say that, but don't worry. We'll go into day. We're going to day 2. We'll see you all tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern time, for RLCS 2024 NA Open Qualifier 6 day 2. We'll be getting some pretty good matchups. Artifice first. Again, it's just 2 more wins, but it's best of 5, so it's gonna be a little bit tougher tomorrow. But even then, it should still be pretty good here. And well, IncorrectTerror, again, we got that ultimate Incorrect coming up later tonight, so we'll be offline for a little bit. When we come back, that $600 tournament will begin. So, again, everybody, take care. We'll see you all very, very soon.
Yeah, see you soon.